What's up, family? Welcome to the Mental Game Podcast. Y'all can see I got a very, very special guest today. It's my mama.
Hey.
We're gonna get with y'all in a little bit, man. Today we talking about mental toughness and how it's important in everything. We'll see y'all in a second. What's up, family? Welcome to the Mental Game Podcast. I got a special guest, my mama. Say hi to the people, mommy.
Hello, everybody.
How you doing, mama?
Doing pretty good. Pretty
I
good.
can't hear you, mama. You gonna have to start talking to the mic.
I can't complain.
Yeah, this is my mama. I I've been waiting a long, long, long time to get my mom on the podcast. Uh been trying to get my mom on the podcast for a while. Reasons unknown. Well, they known, but we gonna leave them unknown. But I'm glad to have her on here now. So, how was your week, mommy?
Uh, it wasn't that eventful, but I'm here with you today,
Yes, ma'am.
and I'm thankful.
um, I can't tell. I can't really tell. See, that's the thing about my mom, man. I can't really tell if she's nervous or not. I'm over here looking at her like, is she nervous? She keep looking to the right. See, I got my we got a little guest in here. My daughter is in here with us. She can't really see us. She leaning like I'm gonna be able to pan the camera to her, but no, we not. We're not gonna do it today. Not today. I'm trying to get her on the podcast too. But today's mental game of the week, of today, and the rest of the week is working, not worried, active, not anxious. And what that means to me, off the top of my head is, what I'm saying, that, while you working, you're not worried about failing. You know what I'm saying? And what I'm saying, you're actively working and you're not anxious or worried about the results because you know they're gonna be good. What you think about that, mommy? Working, not worried, active, not anxious.
it doesn't ring a bell.
the
The thing is, I'm retired, and the word when you say working,
mhm. She like, I ain't trying to do that no more.
I'm not. I'm not in that mindset,
I got you, mommy.
and it's just that after retired and not working, you have to try to maintain and stay active.
Right, absolutely.
So it's just me trying to figure out what I need to do to stay active.
Right, absolutely, absolutely. His mom was like, "Man, why you throwing that?"
Yeah,
His mom was like, "Why you throwing that work word around?"
hello.
She's like, "We don't do that no more." She said, "All I'm intended to do is help raise my grandkids. That's it."
Yeah,
Nah, but I just want to take the time to introduce my mom. This is my mom, who I love so so much, and the lady who
I love you too.
oh, thank you, Bobby. The lady that I credit with my uh my greatest inherited attributes. Some people may think they are negative or whatever, but I'm a thinker. I'm the great thinker that I am. Come up with all these projects and stuff, and everything that you see that I'm putting out. Podcast, radio station, clothing brand, things of that nature. All these things come from me being a thinker, and I get being a thinker from my mom because my mom is one of the most cognitively sound thinkers that I know. And say I got accounting from the Williams side of the family, but I used to watch my mom string numbers together all the times and budget and stuff like that, and I got that from my mom as well too.
Well,
Uh,
thank you for giving me all the accolades. But I still don't feel like it's me. But you, if you're gonna put it out there that that's me, then I'm going to accept it.
That's my mom. That's my mom. You
You
know.
know what can I say?
Yeah. I don't let nobody say much about my mom. You know what I'm saying?
I
Um,
appreciate that too.
you know what I'm saying? I don't, cuz I know my mom could be the sweetest person, and she can also flip that switch if she need to. You know what I'm saying? She's mother of five. It's five of us. Is AJ, Marcus, Aaron, me, and then my sister Kimberly. Um, all of which you've seen on the show already. If you've been watching my podcast, if not, I advise you to go back. Check out the other podcasts. Like, subscribe, share, um, and say then come back to this video and you'll see this is the lady that, the woman that raised all of us. All of our legacies that we have. We wouldn't have been able to uh, jump them off. If it wasn't for the lady that's sitting right here. Um.
Yeah, it was a struggle.
Oh man, yeah, I know. I tell her,
And
we said it. We've said it. It wasn't easy. Wasn't easy raising four boys and one girl.
ooh,
And what I'm saying, that's not necessarily. And mama's been through some things.
yeah,
And I just want to say my mom is uh one of the toughest people, physically and mentally. I'll get to the physical part. I got a funny story about that. My mama is like the toughest person mentally that I know. My mom has been through a lot, what I'm saying, and a lot that she has had to be mentally tough about. And I couldn't think of anybody else to have on the show, but my mom, what I'm saying. You know, not even putting a gender on it or anything, or I know people out there probably call me a mama's boy. I don't care, but because what I'm saying, the fact of the matter is, my mom's tougher. My mom's more mentally tough. My mom's more mentally tough than probably this whole generation that's coming into play, because you got a lot of people out here now that as soon as something little bad, a little light goes out in their life or something like that, or something goes wrong, they quitting.
yeah, but you can't. That's the problem. You can't do that,
Right.
especially if other lives are dependent on you
Absolutely.
to make it on a day-to-day basis.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes on an hourly basis.
Yes, ma'am.
And I got a lot of stories,
Oh
but
yeah.
I'll wait and put those in a book.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. But I appreciate you, mama. I appreciate you, everything that you have done for me, every idea that you have given me, every ability that you have instilled in me. I want to take the time publicly to the world, because I know I tell my mom all the time, just how much I appreciate you just being here for all of us, mama.
Well, that's basically since y'all grown and on your own,
Uh-huh.
and basically that's what I feel I'm here for, is to support you in whatever endeavor that you decide you want to go.
Yes, ma'am.
I want to be a silent partner.
A silent partner,
I
mama.
don't want to be out there doing all the finagling and figuring out and that. I just want to be behind the scenes as a silent partner.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And we appreciate you, mama. We appreciate you a
Yeah.
whole lot. But I got some questions, mama. I got some
Okay.
questions for you.
I'll try my best to answer them.
All right, speak a little louder, mama. I'm looking
Okay.
at the bars. I ain't getting you.
All righty.
There we go. You good right there. All
Okay.
right, all right. All right, first question. Now that I introduced my mama, y'all don't, like I said, if you've been watching the podcast, y'all know all her children. All right, mom. First question. Who's your favorite child?
I have no favorite. I can't. I plead the fifth.
I
I
had to do it. I had to do. That's a good answer, though, Mama. That's a good answer.
plead the fifth.
My favorite child. I only have one. My
Mm-hmm.
favorite child. Well, no, I have three actually.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite child is Aliana. She's staring at me right now. My favorite child is Aliana. That's my answer to that question. And you know what I'm saying? I and in
And
the
when I
future,
say baby boy, it's I
y'all
can't say.
y'all know who that is.
Yeah, I can't go
Y'all
there.
y'all know who baby boy. Y'all know very well who baby boy is. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Nah, some people call me a brat, but so be it. Nah, but I
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say that though. But okay, all right, moving on. Next question. All right, Mama, what do you feel? What are you not very good at? I know there's a lot of things in this life. I know that you have been good at, and I give you credit for it. I'm pretty sure my brothers and my sister will give you credit for it too. But what are you not? What are you not very good at, Mama? What do you feel like you're not very good at?
Um, Having discernment on
Discernment. Okay.
different things. Uh, it takes a lot for me to get mad, get angry, and leave people alone
Okay.
that have, in, afflicted some type of uh, punishment or harm uh, to me, and I'm thinking that I'm supposed to be able to help everybody, but
Right.
there's a lot of people and a lot of things that I cannot help people do.
Right.
So it's kind of hard to have that spirit of discernment.
Right. 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 And I mean, a lot of people would call that. A lot of people wouldn't call that a bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure the people that's on the other side of the help wouldn't call it a bad thing either. Um, One of the things I don't feel like I'm good at, I don't have patience.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not good at having patience.
And I have too much.
Huh?
I have yours too.
Yeah, you got too much. I don't have no patience. Like you, Mama, you didn't share any of that when you had me,
Must
Mama.
not.
I,
Nah.
I, I just don't. I don't have any patience. I don't have any. I like.
When you get on a
Yeah,
roll,
when I
you
get on
just
the
keep
roll, I'm
on
expecting
rolling,
things to start popping. And
and
then
you.
I go with that quote. When something's meant for you, there's no resistance. I'm like, okay, why? I know this is meant for me. Why am I?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. And you gotta
I
have
put it.
patience. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. But I don't have patience. In my mind, I want stuff to happen right away. But and I'm learning patience. Even with certain situations that's going on in my life now, I'm learning to have patience. So that'll be one thing I'm not very good at. But I'm working on it.
Yeah. Just take a step back
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
and
ma'am.
think about it,
Yes, ma'am.
and take a pace on how you need to go forward.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, that's what you
Let me bring your mic a little closer.
okay.
'Cause I can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
Yeah, okay, I can hear you. I can hear you now. It's like it's
I'm
hit.
fading out.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. But just like we talked about this week,
Hmm.
just and well, I lost my train of thought right there. Trying to fix my microphone, I lost my train of thought. But not just okay, like we talked about this week. I told you one of my things that I'm working on, and
Hmm.
I had got overwhelmed. I was driving. And I was just doing a lot of thinking, and I got overwhelmed,
Hmm.
by everything I was thinking about, because obviously there's a lot going on in my life right now.
Hmm.
Good and bad. Good, bad, indifferent. Some
Well, it's
things
good
kind of
to
stuck in the
talk
middle.
about it.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, it's good to talk about
And but one of the things I came up with this week is be still.
it. Hmm.
You know what I'm
And no.
saying? And be still and know that.
Hmm. God, you got your back.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And just I'm in that right now. I'm in be still mode. I done did everything that needed my doing to, so to speak, this week. I've done, and now I have to just be still and wait.
Hmm.
I've already sowed these
Hmm.
seeds, and be it people,
Hmm.
places, things. I've already sowed these seeds, and now I just gotta be still and wait.
Right.
Wait the time, let the time pass, and
Because.
see how these things come up out the ground. You know what I
Hmm.
mean?
But the thing is with me, I wake up in the morning and sometimes my mind is spinning.
Yes, ma'am.
And I tell myself, hey, you 70 years old. Why you up in your mind spinning around?
Shout out to with the 70, mama. I'm putting the age out there. Nah,
So
but
you
yes,
need to
ma'am. Yeah.
slow your roll.
Yes,
It's
ma'am.
not an urgency for me
Mhm.
at this time in my life
Yes,
to
ma'am.
for my mind to be spinning.
Right. Absolutely. Yes, ma'am. And you got, but that's your nurturing spirit, man, mama.
Yeah,
You've always been that way. I remember you. I remember your care packages and stuff like that,
yeah,
and later in life talking to my brothers, and they used to get the same care packages and stuff. Like mama's always, and I remember when I had gotten that car accident when my tire blew,
yeah.
and my mom was the first one there.
On
And
59.
on 59, I was
Mm,
sitting there talking to the nurse, and my mom walked in there in a uniform. She kind of jumped a little bit. I ain't gonna say
mm-hmm.
what type of uniform it was. I ain't put my mom's business out there or where she worked and stuff
Uh-huh.
like that. But it was just it was. She was a very important person. And mama walked in there, the nurse was like, she was like, "Who's that?" I was like, "Oh, that's my mom." And this, that, and that. I don't know if you told her, or if I told her, like, "That's my mom," or something like that. And she was like, "A mother's job is never done." And I was like, I kind of felt bad. I was like, "Dang, man, why I put my mama through this, man?"
Uh-huh.
I'm sitting
Yeah.
here.
Well, you should have seen the look on my face.
Yes.
Uh-huh. You would have got up off that table. Said, Mama, come on, let's go.
For
But
real, but yeah, but discernment,
yeah.
patience is what we're not good at.
But I remember that mom on what's that uh, movie?
Which one?
Uh,
Not Precious, huh?
Cooley High,
Coolie High.
and he did something, and I'm gonna get you. I'll whoop you. And she sat there at that table and she fell asleep. I felt so sorry for her, because he got away with whatever he wasn't supposed to do that
Right,
day, and because she was so tired from working two, maybe three jobs.
right.
And go get me that switch. That's what she said right before she went to sleep. And he came back in there with the switch or the belt, and she was asleep. So yeah, mother's work is never done.
Nah, it's not. It's not. Even still, mama's still helping out, you know what I'm saying, when she can with the
Hmm.
grandkids.
Yeah.
And, mind you, my mom has 5 kids of her own. And I think the most, what Aaron has the most, Aaron has 4, Marcus has 3. So that's 7 right there. Then I got 1, and Kim's got 2, and then AJ's got 1.
One. Yeah.
So you just think of all those grandkids that, she is involved with,
Try to be
tried to
involved
be
with,
involved with.
you
That was
know.
and yeah, that was a slide. That was a shot. That was a shot.
But
But mom, she's a devoted grandmother,
if y'all don't want me to watch your kids, that's all right. That's all right. They
And
still
look,
love me.
yeah, for real, they still love
They
Momo.
still love Momo.
Yes, indeed. But mama's a devoted grandmother.
Yeah.
But all right, next
And that's
question.
why
Oh,
I'm
what was
in
that?
Houston.
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. Cause Mama could have been.
Oh
My mom is
man.
originally from Ohio,
That's right.
and Mama could have easily retired, went back,
Born and bred.
went back to her roots, so to
Yes.
speak.
Yes.
And don't ask how she got all the way down to Louisiana. That's
Oh,
another story for another day. Mama
yeah,
gonna put
yeah.
that in her book.
Well, I was in the military,
Right. Absolutely.
and I was stationed at Keesler Air Force Base.
Uh huh.
I was stationed in Bergstrom Air Force Base, but that's closed down.
Mhm.
It's turned into an airport. And I married a guy. Well, both my ex-husbands are from Louisiana, so that's another story, and that'll be in my book too.
Yeah, we've been trying to get Mama to write this book for a while. She, and that's the thing, Mama's so sweet of a person. She worried about the people that she gonna hurt by writing the book. We all tell her, Mama, if you don't go ahead and write that book and tell your story, but
Toes will be stepped on.
yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am, they will be. But we gonna get into that in the topic. But okay, next question. Um, this was funny when I was writing it down, but I had to do it. I had to do it. What is an insult you've received that you're proud of?
That I'm mean.
Oh man, you proud of that, Mama? I ain't gonna lie. You gonna be. I got kind of like the same thing.
I'm mean. Most people think I'm mean. And there's a story that goes with
Mhm.
that. Me, my friend Mary, and her sister, we all went to a wedding,
Mhm.
and we stayed with the couple that got married, and we helped her out, with the reception and
Mhm.
this and that and the other. And when I came back to my job, and I'm telling everybody, "Oh, we stayed with
The
the
bride
bride
and
and
groom.
groom and
Mhm.
this and that and the other." How can you do that with your mean self? Saying what? How do they? I don't know how. I guess people see me. I guess because I don't really smile that much,
And that's
and
where I get it from. I'm always looking at people, dart my
so
eyes.
just being cautious.
Right. Absolutely. Reading the room.
You can't laugh and talk with everybody.
Mhm.
Hello.
Hello.
So I'm not. I don't think I'm mean, but okay, if you think I'm mean, then just stay away from
Yeah, I don't think you mean either, but I know you can get mean.
me. Yeah, I can go there if necessary. I can go
Like
there.
we know from experience, Mama can be the sweetest person in the world, but you say you find that button, like
Mm-hmm.
it's on for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? An insult that I've gotten, I can say that I'm proud of because everybody I've gone through my life and everybody is always hit me with the nice guy tag or he's
Mm-hmm.
nice. And I mean I'm generally a nice guy. I don't like going around being a douche. You know what I'm saying? I don't pride myself on it, but like, I've gone through my life and people have either taken advantage of my
Oh yeah,
kindness.
kindness for weakness. Yeah.
Yes, and people have looked at me and tried to take advantage of me
Oh yeah, it's happened.
and things
Yeah.
like that. And now, and I'm still a nice guy.
Mhm.
I'm still kind. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But I can be another way if I need to be. But one of the insults I've gotten that I'm proud of is the butthole. But I can't say
Really?
the word, people, because my mama's sitting right here.
Oh, I done heard you say
I
a lot of
did.
other stuff.
Oh Lord. Oh, and the rap songs and stuff.
Last night
Oh,
on
oh
the radio
on the radio show.
station.
Oh, show. Yeah, look. Speaking of the radio station, look. Make sure y'all tune into the replay of Loverboy Radio on AMP. Okay, my mama heard me cussing on the radio
Yeah, I
show.
sure did.
I ain't gonna cuss in front of her. I ain't crazy. I do it on the radio station all day because I'm, you know, miles and miles away. But while I'm sitting right next to her, I ain't finna say I ain't crazy. She tried to set me up. Just
Mm,
no.
I'm
She throw
watching
that
you.
water bottle at me.
Yeah, I'm watching
And
you.
she got her grandchild in here with her to probably hand her anything and everything possible to
Right, right.
beat my tail. But no, I take that as a I'm
Compliment.
proud. Yeah, I take it as a compliment now because I've always been looked at as oh so nice,
Hmm.
and I kind of look at it like now you good now you can't get over on me. You know
Right.
what I mean? Now
Hmm.
you whatever you was trying to do to get over. Now you might as well not do it because I'm gonna be that way about it. So that's why I say I'm proud of it.
Okay, but you got a good temperament
Yeah, I do. I
about
do.
yourself.
I really do. I've been complimented about that too,
Yeah.
saying that I have a good temperament. There's a guy that I work with named Max, and when I was a supervisor, uh, in the area that I worked in, Max was one of the people that worked with me, and he was older guy. He'd been there like 30 plus years, 35 plus years,
Hmm.
and he was like, man, like when I put in my deal to transfer over to driving.
Hmm.
He was like, "Man, I'm gonna miss you, man, because you just," he said, your attitude, your temperament about things, man. You know what I'm saying. You're perfect for being a supervisor. You know what I'm saying because like I got an even
Yeah,
temperament. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying. Like
yeah.
people
Cause you
that do me
deal,
stuff to tick me off all day. As a supervisor, that happens, and
yeah,
and I'm just able to just
dealing
just
with
deal with
other
it.
people's personalities.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
That
ma'am.
takes a lot.
And that it takes a lot of mental toughness.
Yes, yes,
So,
yes.
um, But yes, man, I've been complimented about that. But lately, I've just been kind of, because people are trying to take advantage of you
Oh, they do.
nowadays.
They do.
But and you have to be. It's like it's crazy. You
Yeah.
have to be that way. You know what I mean? To I guess just survive out here. You know. But let me see. Let me see. That's the next question. If you could be remembered for one thing, what would it be?
Hmm.
And don't say mean, mama.
I know I'm
I
not
don't.
going to say
I
me.
don't want nobody hopping up at your funeral like she was mean
Well, they
and this,
might
that, and
look
that.
in the coffin a couple of times
Oh,
when they be saying
oh
something up
my
there.
gosh! Be like,
Is
did
that
she hit
really?
it?
Was she really like that?
Oh my
I don't
gosh!
remember her being like that. You know. But I don't know. It's and a lot of times it's been asked of me. If uh, you had wanted to leave something behind for as your legacy.
Right.
I don't know what that would be. I don't know. Uh, I'm trying to think of remember how I do things
Mhm.
when we have different conversations with with me.
Mhm.
Um, Trying to help you think out what it is that you need to do to continue living.
Yes, ma'am.
Um, Cooking skills. I don't know if that's considered a legacy, but I don't.
It is. I mean, everybody.
Having working skills where you out there taking care of yourself
Yes, ma'am.
and not sitting around waiting for somebody to take care of you.
Mhm. And I credit you for my work ethic too, mama.
Yeah.
Like just getting out here and getting it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I used to see my dad get up and go to work every day, but
Hmm.
this is just something about the way you did it. You know what I mean? Something about the way you did it.
Yeah. Well, I'm kind of upset because I miss so much of
Our life. Yes,
your
ma'am.
life.
Yes, ma'am.
You know, for like 15 years,
Right, right.
and I had to beg, borrow, and steal to get y'all to
Yes, ma'am.
continue to have a relationship with y'all.
Right, right, right.
So
You
that
see,
was really tough for me, and oh man, the sleepless, endless days and
prayerful,
nights and
prayerful nights.
praying.
Yes,
Oh
indeed.
gosh, yeah, it was difficult,
Yes,
very difficult.
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
For those that don't know, man, like for lack of a better word, as we go into our topic, mental toughness. Well, I mean, one thing I think I've answered that. I don't know. I think I'm too young to answer the question about what I want to be what I want to be remembered for.
Hmm.
I think because it's too many things I want to be remembered for
Right.
right on my plate right now.
Hmm.
But uh, as far as I have a vision in my mind of what I want different people to remember me for.
Hmm.
I want Aliana to remember me as the best dad ever.
Hmm.
You know,
Hmm.
nobody compares to me.
Right.
That's my dad. No, you know, it's coming a time, down the line she might have a stepdad or
Right.
something
Right.
like that. I don't
Hmm.
want her out here like these other people in these movies,
Right.
talking about, oh, my dad this, my stepdad was this, and
Hmm.
this that. I don't want there to be no comparison. It's like, nah, my dad was the best dad. So
Yeah.
that's what I want Nana to remember me for. If I was to go today or tomorrow, but
I guess that's why I watch Lauren Lake so much
Lauren Lake,
because there's so many different stories
right?
out there of
Mhm.
what has happened to children,
Right. Yeah. A
and
lot.
it's a lot.
Yes,
It's a
ma'am.
lot. But paternity court, it's not on TV anymore, but you can go on YouTube and
Yeah,
see the
yeah.
reruns
Yes,
because
indeed.
people
Yes,
have
indeed.
gone through a lot. We think we have gone through a lot, but there's people out there that have gone through quite a bit,
Yes,
quite
ma'am.
a bit.
Because it's like that saying. It's like that saying goes. What I'm saying, you sitting out there, we sitting up here thinking that, you know, you think you got it bad. This was like there's five people out here that got it way worse than you.
Yeah,
It's like
because
guaranteed.
what they found a lady the other day, she was in her car with her kids, and I think she had her dog with her,
Mm-hmm.
and she was homeless. But they sent the police out there to her, I guess, because they they were in a hot car. So I pray that she gets some help for her situation because there's a lot of people
Absolutely.
out there in different situations, and you be looking at it on TV and you be wondering, like, well, me, you be wondering if you is there something you can do, but there's so many.
Yes, ma'am.
There's so
It's a
many.
lot.
But
There's
I
a
guess
lot of
if
stuff
you
out here.
can help one person and somebody else help one person, and if it can roll that way, maybe people can get some help.
Yeah, that I mean that's the design, mama. But everybody nowadays is probably so prideful, and then on the other hand, you don't know the world is full of so many pretenders.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
don't know if you genuinely really helping somebody.
right.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
There's a lot of people out here scamming.
Yeah,
For help.
that's true.
So you
That's
don't know
true.
if you helping somebody that really need help.
Right.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
true.
And then then you got some people that you help. And I have this quote that I have is um when you it's like when you help somebody, it becomes a ungrateful expectation.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Uh
And
huh.
you deal with there's a lot of ungrateful people out here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You done sat there and did this, and
Right.
they just
Right.
gonna expect it. You know what I mean? Friend or family.
Right. Right.
Friend,
Right.
family, loved one. It don't matter. Stranger. They'll do you like that too.
Yeah.
So
I don't.
I
I don't.
think that's the big thing.
Yeah. I was always taught, and when I went to church, because we used to be crying because we had to give $5. And the thing was, someone said to me, and I can't remember who it was, give what you can, let it go, and don't worry about it. Just as long as you don't hold it in your heart somewhere.
Right.
Dang,
Well,
I
you
gave
forget
that
that.
person five. You have to let it go
Yes, ma'am.
and pray that they'll use it for the right purpose.
Right.
So that's what I say when give it, and let it go.
Right. Yeah.
And
I see that. I worry too much.
yeah,
I worry. I
and
worry too much.
hopefully they'll use it for the right purpose.
Hmm.
You know, because a lot of churches, we're gonna take an offering for such and such. She's going through hard times and stuff like that, and she just need a little help. Oh, I ain't helping her. But just give it
Uh-huh.
and let it go, and pray that they'll use it for the good that you gave it.
Right. I guess that goes in line with, at least you can't say I ain't try. I
Yeah.
ain't try to help you. I gave you the money for it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what my mind is starting to go to nowadays. But like, look, you can't say I ain't try.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Because I'm gonna make the attempt.
Right.
I'm gonna make the if I can,
Mm-hmm.
I'll make the attempt. You know what I'm saying? And once I make the attempt, and once it leaves my hand, it's up to you to do right with it.
Right. Right.
That's the
Right.
same thing with money, knowledge, you know, any type
Everything.
of mental game,
Yes.
anything, Um, but but back to that question, I think that's what I would, want to be remembered for, as
Your
far as not
legacy.
my legacy. And if that was what all I was left with, like he was a great father, I'd be fine with that. If if that's all my tombstone read, if I had a 50-foot tombstone and it read he was a great father,
Oh,
I'll be
that's
fine
meant.
with that.
Yeah.
I'll be fine with that. You know. But all right, well let's go and move into our topic.
I thought that was a topic.
Nah, not yet.
You got another
Well, no,
question?
no, no. I don't have another question. That was my last question
Oh, it was.
about the legacy, about
Okay. Your
what would
legacy.
you want to be remembered for? But I'm in our topic, mental toughness, mom. What does mental toughness mean to you?
Getting up every day
Mm-hmm.
and praying that it's gonna be a good day.
Okay.
If you come against something in that day, that you're able to rise above it, handle uh, whatever it is. Don't freak out about it because whatever happens, happens.
Yes, indeed. I think mental toughness is without looking at the definition. I'm gonna look up. mental toughness to me is just being able to endure mentally, and being able to, whatever comes your way. There's a lot of physical harm that can come to you,
Oh,
but
right.
everybody doesn't talk about the mental harm.
Right.
People's words, you know, how people's actions affect the way you think about stuff, and what people do to you to try to derail your train, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Just to endure all of that.
Mhm.
That's mental toughness to me. And I picked I picked this topic for the episode with you on it because, like I said in the beginning, you're the most mentally tough person that I know
Mhm.
to have been endured, because it wasn't just my dad.
No,
it wasn't just my
no,
dad.
no.
You know what I'm saying? It was my I call it my stepdad. My brother's dad. I know there was like a little rift there.
Flaky,
I know stories. No, I know
flaky,
things. Yeah,
flaky.
there's a little
Yeah.
flaky stuff going on there. But I know my dad wasn't easy to deal with. He still ain't easy to deal with. But that's my dad. That's my dad. I love him. You know what I'm saying? But
And the
yeah.
and the best thing about that, I didn't make y'all hate
No,
anybody.
you didn't. I will go on record and say that right now. I remember and I'll go ahead and say this. My dad watches the podcast, and I go ahead and say it. Like, that was me and my dad had a rocky relationship, and some people out there still think I just hate my dad. I
Mm-hmm.
don't hate my dad. I love my dad, and but everything that my dad did, it wasn't cool. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a popsicle. You know what I'm saying? But I loathed at one point in time. I loathed my dad. I did not like my dad. You know what I'm saying? And it
Mm-hmm.
wasn't because my mama would tell me stuff. It wasn't because my mama would sit there and play comparison. It's because of what I experienced myself from my dad. You know what I'm saying? We would be gone for the summer. We would be gone for Father's Day. And I feel a way about it now. I ain't want to send my dad a Father's Day card or a gift for Father's Day. I didn't want to. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I felt at the time, because I was a kid and I felt how I felt. And my mom, made me. My mom would go to the store and buy something for my dad, and and made me, get a card and sign the card, and be able to mail that off, uh just so my dad would have something for Father's Day. And that's what my mom did. And I felt like, just that action, like when you did that, mama, that action, thinking about it now, what I'm saying, that action you did, it took a lot of mental toughness for
Ooh,
you to have us do that,
ooh,
because I don't
Lord.
know I don't
Ah,
know
ah.
anybody. Like, I don't know anybody, because I don't know anybody else who would have done that, or does that. You know what I'm saying? You hear about it in Lifetime movies and stuff, but not in real life. And that's what people
Ooh.
don't realize, that about my mom. But
Oh, that make you want to speak in tongues,
Ma-
and I don't even know the word.
but, like, the people don't realize that, and
Mhm.
like what mental toughness it takes, because nobody knows what went on in the household, with you and my dad, and with
Yeah,
me and my dad.
yeah.
And
What you have to have a lot of prayer. You got to stay prayed up.
yes, ma'am.
I remember passing out.
Yes, I remember that too. I remember that too, at,
Uh,
well, Discovery Zone, right?
yes,
Yeah, back in the day, over there,
yeah,
over there,
yeah,
and
yeah,
what
yeah,
was that? On the West Bank, at
yeah,
when they used to have the Discovery Zones. Mama
yes,
had took us to the
yeah.
Discovery Zone, and
Play
we
for
went and
y'all to,
played. Yeah, we
yeah,
went out there and played. We came back. Mama was on the floor.
yeah. Had to go to the
Yes,
hospital,
ma'am.
and so no, yeah, nobody knows. Uh, but I had to get it together
Yes, ma'am.
because I was told, Denise, you have to be ready when them kids come back to you. You're gonna have to be ready for it, mentally ready for those children.
Yes, ma'am.
So it take a lot. It took a lot.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. And even, uh, when I came back, when I finally was able to leave, you know,
Mhm.
the situation I was in, be it good or bad or indifferent. Some people would say he was just acting out because he was a kid. I came back to my mom damaged. You know what I'm saying? So
I got a
and
I got
she
a few fingers on my left hand that are messed up for messing with
yes,
with
yes.
him.
So for to have the mental toughness to deal with kids that was in a
Mm-hmm.
in a in a bad
Mm-hmm.
situation, and trying to
Yeah.
trying to find their way,
Yeah.
in
And
it.
my daughter.
Yeah.
Hello, my daughter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we still working
We
on
still
our.
working on her.
Uh-huh, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but not. I mean, I don't want her to think nobody's against her.
Yeah.
So we ain't
Yeah. We
against you,
love her.
Kim.
We
Yeah,
love her
we
so
love you.
much.
We love you.
Bring the kids to see me.
Please. Nah, but yeah, mental toughness to me is just being able to, being able to endure and being able to, most of all overcome
Mm-hmm.
whatever it is that somebody may be facing, somebody may be going through, personally. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Right.
Because you don't know everybody. Everybody in here is fighting a different type of dragon,
Right.
or
Right. Right.
fighting a different type of monster, demon, whatever you want to say in their life, imp, you know,
Yeah.
whatever,
And yeah. And a lot of times you push stuff, push stuff to the back,
yes, ma'am.
and one day it's gonna come to the forefront,
Right.
and you're gonna have to deal with it
Mhm.
head on,
Mhm.
because it will take you out.
Yes, ma'am.
It can take you out. So you have to be mindful every day that you have something to live for and keep it moving.
Right. And what was your thing, Mama? What was your thing like when you were going through, all of this stuff? What was the thing that uh, kept your mental toughness in check
Um,
and kind of
I
like
know I had to work and take care of myself. There was nobody that could take care of me.
right.
I didn't want to depend on having a man,
Mhm.
to take care of me. And
Right.
I knew there was things out there that I had to do to take care of myself.
Yes, ma'am.
I had uh, husbands that would say that, oh no, we'll pay your salary to not go into the reserves, and I knew they wasn't gonna pay my salary, so I know I had to do that time to get through and retire,
right.
so I will be able to take care of myself when I got older.
Yes, ma'am.
So I had to push through.
Mhm.
Oh, I had to push through, and I'm so thankful that I'm almost on the other side of pushing through.
Yes, ma'am.
That I'm able to help my kids. I'm able to see my grandkids and drive, and scares me sometimes a whole lot, but I try to keep pushing through.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So, I mean, do you feel like you've won, Mama?
No, because there's always stuff popping up, and I want to go throw a Molly Talk cocktail
Mhm.
every now and then.
Or two.
So
yes,
I'm
ma'am.
still at the point where I want to see something happen, but it's not for me to do it.
Right.
So I'm gonna try to leave it in the hands of God.
Okay. How has forgiveness like kind of helped you with being mentally tough?
I had to forgive myself for me, no
Now you say
matter
forgive yourself. Forgive yourself.
for my mental
Right,
health.
right, right. Now elaborate on that a little bit. Like, what do you mean, like when you say forgive yourself?
If I did anything to upset anyone or didn't do what they thought I was supposed to do,
Right, right.
that uh, maybe I did fall short. But that's when they were supposed to come to me and communicate
Right.
and talk to me about whatever it is that I felt
Mhm.
short in, either the relationship or whatever.
Yes, ma'am.
But to make it seem like it was all my fault that the way things worked out. It's not true. And I had to beat myself up to realize that it wasn't all my fault.
Mm-hmm.
That we both played a part in whatever happened.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And
take two to tango.
Yeah, take two to tango. So I have to forgive myself. Say I wasn't the only one to blame.
Right.
For the I don't think downfall.
Yeah, downfall. The downfall of
the relationship. So I was there.
Yes, ma'am.
I was present. I got her first husband. I love the knee. I love the knee. Well, where was it when we were married? Where was it? Well, you're not in my heart no more. What? Okay.
You got to be mentally tough to hear something like
I'm
that.
Telling you.
To hear something like that, because oh man.
And be able to talk to this person, but after that, I want to call you all the time. I want to discuss this, discuss that.
Right.
And what you calling me for? Don't you have a wife? Don't call me and talk to me about your wife.
Yes, ma'am.
No.
Man.
So then I have a fear of people following me. I'm looking at my rear mirror all the time.
Right. Yeah, because
yeah. Who is that? My house got broken into. Who that? They went in there specifically and took stuff.
Yes, they did.
And that was Christmas time.
And I was about to say that was back in what, 95?
Yeah, and I was in a domestic violence house.
Right.
So who knew where I was unless you were following me?
Right.
Took the TV. I had a trench coat that I wore for the military. Took my hubcaps. Took my antenna off my car.
Well, if for lack of a
better. So I have to.
we was in New Orleans back then, Mama.
New Orleans.
So it could have been anybody. New Orleans in the 90s was rough, Mama.
Oh my God!
It could have been anybody.
Oh my God!
They stole your hubcaps and antenna.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you continue to believe that.
Nah. I know the inside scoop. I done heard this story quite a few times.
Yeah. So I had to try to release all of that.
Yes, ma'am.
And let it go.
So the key. So you would say the key to mental. All right. So, okay, the thing that got you through. The thing that kept you mentally tough was just knowing that you had to take care of number one. Because if you weren't here, who would take care of the rest of us? Who would make sure the rest of us were was taken care of. So with that, on that note, I'm gonna just go ahead and tell people, what I'm saying, just make sure y'all are making sure that yourself. It's not like, I think me and Aaron said this on our last podcast. It's not selfish. It's self-preserving. And my mama is proof. You know what I'm saying? My mama wasn't selfish. She's not a selfish person. You know what I'm saying? I'll say this. I can air my mama out if I want to do this stuff. But I mean, my mama isn't a selfish person.
No, I'm not.
She's been very, very self-preserving throughout the years, and I am so thankful that she is here with me. Sitting on this couch. Where we having this conversation. Having this podcast.
I'm here. I'm blessed.
Yes, indeed.
And I'm trying to keep it going on.
But I'm gonna go back to my question I asked you when I asked you, do you think? I feel like you won, Mama.
You feel like I won?
I feel like everything to this point we're at right now, everything has been thrown at you to break you in a sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, the ex, you talking about the ex-husbands, custody battles.
Yeah.
I mean, children feuding at one point in time. Our siblings, we haven't always meshed and gelled. Like, even now we still have issues and problems. I know that you feel like that's your battle. And it's not. It's not your battle. I mean, we all our own individuals now. But everything possible has been thrown at you and was thrown at you early on.
Yes.
You
Yes.
know, any other person probably would have jumped off the Huey P. Bridge
There's
right now.
plenty of
You
times
know what I'm
that
saying?
I wanted to just
Yeah, just let it go.
let it go,
Let her love TKO.
become a street person,
Yes, ma'am.
or be in jail,
Right. With your hair all over your head.
missing teeth.
Missing teeth.
Yeah, it was a
Nah,
battle.
nah,
It
but
was a
I
battle.
feel like you won, Mama, because everything that they tried to do, everything that people have tried to do to you.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? It's like
Oh
you had that.
yeah.
It's like you had a
Oh
mirror,
yeah.
that mirror trick, like boom, bounce right
Yeah.
back at them.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So I think you won.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go on record and say I think you won because you know, uh, you wrote you people threw shit at you this whole time. I see she almost got me. People throwing shit at you this whole time when you wore your rubber suit
Yeah.
and it just rolled off.
And
You
remember
know,
the song that I played at my birthday party? He favored me.
right? Yes, yes. You were highly favored, Mama.
Highly favored. I
Highly
get
favored.
chills now just thinking about that.
I'm telling you, Mama.
You know.
That's why I say. That's
And
why I say you won, Mama. And I just be that, and that's what I be thinking about. Like when my mama throws these elaborate birthday parties. I mean, ballroom, and we have the theatrics and all that other stuff. And when I sit back and I sit back and I look at all my nieces and nephews, I look at all my brothers and my
Mhm.
sister, and I look at you,
Mhm.
Auntie Mary.
Mhm.
God rest Auntie Linda's soul, rest in
Yeah.
power, Auntie
Yeah.
Linda. And I look at all my cousins
Yeah.
and your co-workers that have
Right.
stuck around, and your
Yeah.
friends that have stuck around that I know,
Yeah.
and just like everything designed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because people don't realize all this stuff. All this was by design. Everything designed to break you.
Mhm.
All this stuff had your name on it. Be like,
Yeah.
yeah, this piece of sabotage right here. Yeah, that
Yeah.
got
Yeah.
Denise's name
Let
on
me
it.
throw that at her.
This piece of sabotage right here. That got Denise's name on it.
Yeah. Let me throw
Everything
that
that
at
was
her.
designed to break you,
Yeah.
it didn't.
Yeah.
It did not, and it couldn't.
Yeah.
Even though, even if
They
it was
came after my job.
it was designed, Mama.
They came
These
after my
these things
job.
were designed,
You know, if she
and
ain't
they
got a
could not.
job,
Yeah,
she ain't gonna survive.
exactly. These things were designed to
Yeah.
break you, Mama, and they couldn't. And and
I'm still here.
Mama's still here, mentally tough. Still
But
the most mentally tough person
but
that I know.
God. Yeah, but God. Mhm.
So, man,
But
Mama,
God. Yeah. It's a
man,
lot. It's a
yes,
lot.
it is a lot. It is a lot, and I attribute my mental toughness to you.
Mhm.
My temperament. Because I watched you my whole. Even though I wasn't around
It,
you, but
now I'm sitting around looking at y'all.
now you sitting around looking at us.
I want y'all to stay out of debt.
Yes, yeah,
I want y'all to get on the winning side of financially.
yes, ma'am.
That concerns me.
Yes, ma'am.
With the economy like it is
Right.
today. And it's just that I just want y'all to thrive and be happy.
We will, Mama.
Be happy.
We will.
Be happy.
We will.
There's nothing in this world. Don't let nobody steal your joy. Nobody. The world didn't give it to you, and the world can't take it away.
Absolutely.
You know.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
I'm going on vacation, and this time I'm going to try to get out there and enjoy myself because it's been a while.
Yeah, I'm going on vacation too. Well, not this year.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let y'all know another little tidbit of it. This is my vacation. This is my other vacation, buddy.
Yeah.
Me and my mom, like now that I'm in a financially better place,
Mhm.
I probably always was, but I was always just scared to jump out there in them streets.
Mhm.
Um, you know, this is the person I go. I shoot. Theme parks.
Oh
You
yeah.
you name it, we going. But
Yeah. I'm a kid at heart. I
yes,
love
indeed.
Universal
You like
Studios,
laughing? Come
Walt
around, mama.
Disney. I love them.
Yeah,
I love it.
we was supposed to go this year, but we had to cancel. We had to get canceled this year.
Mhm.
But we'll definitely hit it up next year.
Yeah.
But so that's the plan. Hopefully, barring any big recession, parks closed down,
Yeah.
COVID,
Yeah.
rears ugly head again, we going. But I just want to sit there and remind y'all, man. As we talking about mental toughness, man. That goes hand in hand, and my slogan, life's a mental game.
Mm. It sure is. It
You need
is.
to have the right
And you
mentality
gotta
to
be
survive.
on top of your
You
game
got to be on top of it at all times.
all time.
It's 90% 90% mental,
Yes.
10% physical.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because, like, you know, it's like they always come for your mind nowadays.
Right.
Nobody's gonna come for you physically anymore. They always gonna come talking that jack, and you just gotta be mentally tough to kind of fend it and fade it off. So, Mama, what kind of advice as we go into we as we go into the close, of the show? What advice would you give to a person that's like, nah, I don't want to say failing in life, but like just going through it mentally and struggling to be mentally tough? What would your advice be to them?
First, figure out what's causing the problem.
Right.
Um, Pray about it
Okay.
and try to talk to yourself on how to handle it. And if you can't really find a person to you feel comfortable enough to talk about it to, then find somebody outside of your
Outside of your circle,
surroundings,
yeah,
your
your circle.
circle,
Mm-hmm.
and talk to them because they'll give you some type of advice that's not based on because they know you. They can give you some
That's yeah,
advice,
some unbiased,
unbiased advice.
unbiased
Advice.
advice. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know a lot of people that talk amongst they peers, aka they
Mhm.
yes men,
Yeah.
and they get that's how they get their little advice and
Yeah, and
stuff
it's
like that.
not. Sometimes it's not the best advice for
Right,
you to take.
right.
You know, and it sometimes people that are aware of the situation are not the best persons to take advice from either.
Right, right, right.
But there's you got people that don't take nobody's advice
Hmm.
because they just that
They think they got it all.
yeah they
Yeah,
got it all together
right.
and well, yeah maybe you can figure it out for yourself,
Hmm.
but sometimes it's best to have a second
Second set of eyes, a
yeah second
second
set of
mind.
yeah second mind
Hmm.
to
Like I,
help you figure it out.
right,
Yeah.
right, right, right. Because I, like
Hmm.
I said this in one of my earlier podcasts. I don't think we were put on this earth to be alone.
No.
I think
No.
that there's a reason that we are surrounded by people
Right.
and surrounded by different individuals, different characters.
Right. Right.
I feel like we're all supposed to come together some type of
Some
way.
right. Right. Right.
And
But
I
now when
healthily.
families get together, they get to fight,
Right, right,
and
right.
they somebody gets shot and killed.
Yes, yes,
You
yes.
know, and they be in the backyard having a picnic.
Mhm,
So it's troubling.
mhm.
The world is troubling.
Yes, it is, and I think togetherness is. Uh, I think they say togetherness is next to now.
Godliness?
Nah, that's not the
No.
same.
Oh,
They
cleanliness is next to godliness.
cleanliness is next to godliness, but I don't know. I think togetherness is next to godliness because
Mhm.
we're all, that old saying, we're stronger together,
Mhm. Mhm.
and
Mhm.
if we all together mentally stable and mentally healthy, we all get together. I don't think there's anybody that can stop us.
Mhm.
But if y'all made it to this point in the video, man, I thank y'all for stopping by. I appreciate y'all listening and tuning in to the Mental Game Podcast. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Send this to your send this to your close family, friends. Send it to somebody you hate. Send it to your worst enemy.
Mhm.
Let them know about the Mental Game Podcast. Just a little bit of tidbit information. If you want to support me and what I'm doing, help me on my podcasting, radio station, entrepreneur journey. Y'all can always go to MNTLGAME.net, man. We have got a lot of stuff that we working on active gear now. It's summertime, and I know a lot of people. We just talked about physical fitness and how it relates to mental health. A lot of mentally sound people are, uh, that's just something they telling you to get into to get physically fit. It helps you with your mental health. So I'm working on active gear now. So y'all stay tuned. I want to say thank you to my mom again.
And don't feel you're alone.
Yes, indeed. Don't feel like you're not.
Don't
You're not
feel like
alone.
you're alone. That there's things out there and people out there that will help you.
Yeah. And I'm glad you said that, Mama, because I almost forgot. I'm gonna put a number somewhere at the bottom of the screen that you can call if you're feeling away, you're feeling like things not going on. I'm gonna tell it. I forgot to say the number because I have to say it. Um, it's I believe it's 9988 or I think it's 988. You dial 988 on any device, any mobile device, any phone. It will automatically connect you to the to a hotline, to a suicide hotline. And there's people if you're going through something mentally and you feel like harming yourself or anything like that, you know what I'm saying? Um, get help. There's websites out here like BetterHelp, Psychology Today, uh, stuff like that. With resources out here where people can help you and listen to you. And I just noticed a lot of insurance coverages are kind of locking into that
Right,
whole
right.
world of
Yeah.
like mental health now. So it's a big thing. It's definitely a big thing. And yeah, you got anything else, Mama, before we go?
I'm just thankful for my job who stuck with me for 38 years and family, friends, all the help that they gave me, going through a lot of stuff that I went through. But arbitrarily, I had to do something to help myself. So
Absolutely.
I'm thankful that I'm basically on the other side and I'm uh, still here.
Yeah, I want to say thank you for being you, Mama. Because if it wasn't for you doing all that, I don't think I'd be here,
Mhm,
doing what I'm doing.
mhm.
You set a great example. Um, a great example. You gave out a great blueprint that I'm still following to this day. I'm still young. Um, and I appreciate you for being, just taking the time out and coming. Mama came over early. I know y'all could probably see. Usually when y'all see me doing the show, you don't see no sun over here. But Mama came early. Mama came early. I got some other stuff I got have to do today. Some other journeys I have to travel today. I got to help my brother. With their podcast, they're coming out with a podcast called Life in the Deep. Marcus and Chanel Dawson. Make sure y'all support them. When I'll let you know when the podcast come out. I just wanted to shout them out real quick. Um, that's all I have. Y'all just remember, man, life's a mental game. Y'all need the right mentality to survive, man.
Amen.
We out.
Bye.
Bye.